Hi, I'm Dr. Margreet Wibbeling, midwife specialist and your host of the Birth and Baby show, brought to you by Sister Lillian Center and Sensitive Midwifery. We empower moms and midwives to have the best birthing and parenting experience through natural, physiological and intuitive care, resulting in birth and baby advice you can trust. Welcome to another episode, and today's episode will be talking about a natural birth at home. You're in for a real treat. So here we are with Kyle and Marishka Meyers and little Pascal, a brand new baby. You can see that. Thanks so much for coming and agreeing to share your story with our audience. Hello. We're gonna hear baby noises, but we're all gonna say and ah because it's so cute. Yeah, so Kyle and Marishka had a baby, we said 16 days ago, and we're going to be talking about how they decided for their birth option, what their birth option was, and what the outcome was. So, Marishka, how did you give birth?
So I had a home birth in Port Elizabeth. We live in Jeffreys Bay, but because you need a good backup hospital, we had the birth at Kyle's parents' house in PE.
Oh, great. So you've had a home birth and all natural.
Yeah.
So it was a natural home birth. Wonderful. And when you were pregnant from the start, how did it work for you to come to your decision making? Have you always had your mind set on a home birth, or were you aware of your options?
It's something that my mom always wanted and never got. We're 4 kids and she never had the chance to have a home birth. For various reasons. So it was always in the back of my head. And then just through our friendship, actually, it actually never occurred to me to have a hospital birth. It's what I'd been surrounded by. I'd always been told all the benefits of home births. So yeah, I actually never considered going to a hospital. I don't love going to hospitals in the first place. And especially with COVID, it was just like, that was like the final decision to make it like, it was an easy call for me.
So it was something that you from the start has prepared yourself for, and you had your mindset on that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
How was it for you, Kyle?
The birthing process?
How did you think about it at first in deciding?
It seemed like quite a natural way to go, like just, I guess, like being friends with you and you explaining to us and I guess guiding through it. And I think we've had a couple of friends who have had home births and just hearing about their process and just understanding, I guess, like getting a deep understanding of what it requires almost, or what like the woman requires to have like a nice birth. It kind of made sense for me to have a home birth as well.
Great.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, so it was, you were like in agreement about it, and things lined up for you that it was possible.
Yeah.
It was really great that you had an option to have a home birth away from home.
Yeah.
Because that's what you did.
Yeah, having it at family also really helped. Just having a base, not having to like book an Airbnb or something like that.
Yeah.
It really, I think, yeah, just a place where you feel comfortable here.
Yeah, exactly. And you did feel very comfortable there. Yeah, so Marishka and Kyle gave birth at their in-laws, as they explained, and that is just important for many women that are more remote from their backup. So we make a plan and we travel to the backup and then still have your natural home birth, but away from your own home, and it worked super well for you guys. So well done. Would you like to share with our audience how your birth story went and how did you experience it?
Yeah, absolutely. So Margreet was my midwife along with Elsa and another midwife from JB. And it started, I started going into early labor on a Sunday morning, almost 3 weeks ago now. But it was really it felt like light period cramps. So I thought it might still go away. I didn't even tell Margreet yet. And we still went to church and we had a pretty normal day, had lunch, went to the beach for a swim. And then eventually around the afternoon, I still was feeling these cramps and they were like maybe 15, 30 minutes apart. So I told Margreet and she came to check on me in the evening at 7 o'clock. And then she said I'm already like 1 to 2 centimeters dilated, and we can slowly make our way to PE. And then we did, and when we left at 8 o'clock, during the drive, it speeded up really quickly, and contractions were like 3 to 4 minutes apart. So I called Marishka, and the midwives followed pretty quickly. And then I still had dinner in PE because I was ravenous. And then I had a bath, and it was really like a relaxed setting. While I had the bath, the contractions slowed down, and I was just sort of chatting to Marishka and Carl, and yeah, I was very relaxed. And then as the contractions started getting more intense, we went to the room, and I think that must have gone on for about 2 hours, like very intense contractions. And then it got to a point where I just couldn't not push. So I pushed, and my water broke. And then probably within like 3-4 pushes, his head was out. And then, and then the cord was around his neck, but yeah, it had to be cut. And from there it was all super quick. And the rest I can't remember. once he was on my chest, I can't remember anything.
Yeah, it was a beautiful, beautiful birth, and a typical all-natural birth. But I think for you also, you just, you were just so in your space and doing it all yourself. We were just there cheering you on, but it was just, you're amazing. Hi, Carl.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. Totally internalized it and just went through it. It was amazing.
Yeah. It was, I think the magnitude of what's happening sort of outweighs the pain.
Right.
I must say it wasn't as painful as I was expecting.
Okay.
And even like the next day I was like, I could do that again. I was almost like a bit nostalgic for this like huge night where this like enormous thing happened.
Yeah. Yeah, that's quite a big thing that you're saying there, because I would love to zoom a little bit in there on that, because when it comes to a natural birth, most women in their decision making, they're scared of the pain, and that will maybe keep them from having this experience. So it's actually good that you shared a bit how you experienced it.
Yeah, I mean it's of course painful, but I think I was fortunate that the actual like heavy contractions didn't last that long. I think it was max like 2 hours. And it's just like such a huge thing that like even when you're pushing out his head, like I was more focused on the fact that he was actually like coming out now after 9 months than the pain. Like you don't think about it much.
Amazing.
Yeah, and then obviously like once you have him in your arms, like you don't feel anything anymore.
Gone completely, totally. Hey.
Yeah.
This episode is sponsored by Jalucel Plus. Jalucel Plus is indicated for heartburn relief during pregnancy. And doesn't every pregnant mom suffer of that sometimes? The way it works is the following. Jalucel Plus has a dual action effect. First, it forms a raft or a barrier over the stomach contents and help keeps the stomach acid in its place. Second, it neutralizes stomach acid. Jalucel Plus gets to work fast and is longer than traditional antacids. So it's got a lot of benefits. Jalucel Plus is obviously suitable for use in pregnancy and safe. It's got a non-systemic antacid effect. The flavor is lovely, it's got a licorice flavor, and it provides rapid and longer symptomatic relief versus other antacids. It's easy to use. You only take 10 to 20 ml after meals and before bedtime. Thank you, Jalucel Plus. Yeah, no, well done. I think it was very beautiful to see also just how you surrendered to it all. And that is the most important thing when it comes to birth, to be able to do exactly that. Just focus on the baby that's coming and just surrender to it. And then afterwards, it's like, what? Where were the pains? So quickly disappeared.
Yeah, you forget quickly.
Yeah, and it just always strikes me, and I'm curious to hear how you've experienced it. But as a midwife, time and time again, I get reminded on how powerful women's bodies are, and how absolutely incredible those hormones work and do the work. Like it it's incredible to observe again just the beautiful build-up, and then by the end how your endorphins completely kicked in. It was almost like you were not with us anymore. You were like in your own trance almost, and just focused. And that is the power of our hormonal endocrine system that supports women to do this job. You know, you're not left alone in excruciating pain. It's every time I'm just wowed by seeing a birth like that. We love more women to experience it.
Yeah, absolutely. I can really, really recommend it. Like, I didn't think I would never go to hospital if I had the choice not to.
Yeah. Yeah, great. And how did you experience it, Kyle?
It's a wild ride. I won't lie.
It's not a walk in the park.
No, it's definitely not a walk in the park. I think it's like I feel like maybe as humans we're a lot of the time so dignified and like presentable. But like when you go into birth, it becomes animalistic. And, it's like a total takeover of nature.
Yeah.
Yeah. 100%.
And it's pretty insane to like go through all of that. But it seems like at the end of it seems like the right thing to happen after 9 months of pregnancy. You know, you have this 9 months of pregnancy and you have this, it culminates in this birth, and out comes like a new human being. And I think if you don't go with that process, you'd miss out on a lot of the, just like the important aspects of giving birth to a person, a new human being, you know, like I think, and I'm not sure on like the consequences if you don't or whatever, but it seems like the process that's meant to happen.
Yeah.
And even though it's wild and it's pretty insane and you can't believe all of this stuff is happening, at the end of it you're like, okay, cool, the right thing happened to bring forth like a new human being, because I guess that's not like something to laugh. It's not like something to laugh about, you know.
Exactly.
It seems like it's like your soiree to pregnancies, like this birthing process. So nothing good comes from, I guess nothing, if you're going to give birth to something new, like there is like this difficult period before it, which seems like fitting.
I like that you put that out. So do you both feel empowered for what's ahead through having gone through this experience?
I guess that's also a great point. It's like if you're able to give birth to a human, somehow you feel more prepared to be able to take care of it.
Yeah.
Because that's also, I guess, not a joke.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And how do you view her different now?
Sorry?
Do you view Marishka different?
I don't think so. No. I guess I always knew she was able to do it, so it's like
she's a power rider.
Yeah.
Right.
Me too. I like never questioned the fact that I can do it.
Yeah.
I think leading up to the birth, I guess maybe you have like some thoughts about the pain and stuff, but I sort of just pushed to the side and pretended like it was all going to be good, and it was all good.
It was all good. Yeah. No, it really was amazing. So, and there he is.
Yeah.
There he is. So if you would like to say anything to the listeners, Marishka, on your journey or any advice, what would that be?
Wow. I think a lot of people that I told that I have a home birth were like even friends and family were like absolutely shocked. It was just like some people consider it dangerous. Some people just like can't imagine doing that for themselves. But yeah, I guess I'd want to say that like it's a real option and it's something to really consider, even if it hasn't been on your radar. Like it's worth doing research and asking some people that have gone through home births, because I really think both for the mother, for the parents and for the child, it makes a big difference. Obviously there are various different reasons why, health-wise and emotionally, but I really, there's a lot of value in home births.
Yeah.
I can really say that. And I've really, really benefited from it.
Yes. Yeah, so it's a real thing, I think, and especially where we're living in our country, where midwifery is not so well known by everyone.
Yeah.
That you're facing that, like, oops, are you,
Yeah, people are quite shocked.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And when I hear other people's stories, they'll always say like, oh yeah, I had a C-section because of this and this reason. Like my doctor told me I had to have it because of that reason. And it's always like, you're always like, okay, but you could have probably had a totally different experience if you'd had a different healthcare provider.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's important that people are aware of it.
Yeah.
It's very important. So I thank you for pointing that out, because
and also, I guess, to encourage other women that that it's not something to be afraid of. I think we have this thing in our heads that like C-sections are the way to go, and like natural birth is really possible.
Yeah.
But
like just to encourage other women that their bodies were made to give birth naturally.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we need to overcome a bit of unfair fear.
Yeah.
There's so much fear on this.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is, I think, a very key message. Thank you for saying that.
Pleasure.
Yeah. And you, Carl, how can Dad prepare for this?
Have some whiskey on hand. I think just remain calm. I think it was easier for me because I knew you guys and I knew the midwives and stuff, and you guys were so relaxed that like I felt kind of relaxed, But yeah, I guess just be calm in the situation.
Yeah.
It's difficult to say, but
yeah, from my point of view, that's like was the most helpful thing, that Carl was very relaxed and he didn't.
And I guess do the research around if you are going to have a home birth, then like do your due diligence and read up about it, and like come prepared, like so what the processes are going to be, like the different, I guess, sections of labor, and like know that stuff so that you're not like completely in the dark when it does all happen.
Yeah, I think that there's a lot in that, in some sort of prenatal education and empowerment. You just feel a bit more prepared for what to expect, right?
Absolutely,
Yeah, so great. I think, you're definitely one of my favorite birds. No, but I'm absolutely passionate about home births. I'm a home birthing midwife myself. But I also really believe in a home birth setup. So even if it's a birthing center, it's just to create this environment that a mom can completely surrender and feel 100% safe. Because that facilitates birth best, and I think you guys are living proof of that, and I would love to see way more women daring to go this route and have more access to midwife-led births in a home birthing environment.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I think the one thing that would make it easier is just like a better structure and like better facilities for women that maybe don't have the facility in their town.
Yes.
And better medical aid support around it.
As well.
Like it's really been quite a headache.
Really, yeah.
I don't know if I can say that.
You can.
Discovery is just like, if anyone can recommend a better medical aid, it's been really bad.
Not supportive.
Yeah, just dealing with them has been such a headache, and like I feel like you shouldn't have to go through that first while I was pregnant and then while with a newborn.
Yeah,
like it should be so easy.
Yeah,
but totally. They don't have the processes in place to deal with a natural birth. Like it totally throws him that he didn't come on his estimated due date.
Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, it's good that you share that. Yeah, I don't deal with those medical aids. Oh yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
But, so they actually get thrown off when it's not a scheduled event.
Yeah, and it's like you have to change the whole thing because the natural birth happened on a day that they weren't expecting. It's just like bizarre.
It's crazy.
Wow.
Insane.
So we need to educate the medical aides there about birth and how birth works, and that is you've got a birth month and not a birth due date. Yeah, sure. Well, thanks so much for coming in, and thanks Pascal for being so cute. He was just sleeping right through. And I wish you all the best with raising him. So much joy.
Yeah, thank you.
Can't wait to
Thanks, Marge.
to see how he develops. So that was us for today. I hope you enjoyed that and that you learned some real lessons and that you will have the best birth experience yourself. Thank you so much for joining us today. If you enjoyed this video, please share this with a friend who will benefit from this. And remember to subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you can be notified whenever we release new videos like this on our channel. We'd love to stay in touch and keep you updated with all our latest content and resources to equip and empower you. So if you're a midwife or any type of birth and baby worker, go to sensitivemidwifery.co.za/free gift. If you're a mom, visit sisterlillian.co.za/free gift for more training and resources. That way we can keep you up to date when we release new episodes like this, plus a few other bonuses. You can also find the links I just mentioned in the show notes. Remember, you're making a big difference because you are shaping the future of humankind. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to journeying with you. Pregnancy is a time of great change and excitement, but it can also be a time of uncertainty. The Sister Lillian Center Essential Antenatal course will help you journey through your pregnancy better by arming you with the information you need to make informed choices about your health and well-being so you can have a healthy pregnancy experience and make the right choices for your birth. Click the link in the show notes or visit sisterlillian.co.za/pregnancy to find out more about this invaluable course. And hey, if you're enjoying the content, remember to share this with a fellow mommy or friend.